Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the version 3.8 APOC Shadow. I know you said version 3.7, that would not be correct, but version 3.8, can you believe we are already in the final version of the version 3 cycle? I said a lot of version and a lot of 3 there, but that doesn't matter. What matters today is the 3.8 APOC Shadow, and we're going to go ahead and try to clear it when it comes to the teams we're going to be using. First of all, we're going for a good old FAINON, Sunday Saridra, as well as Dunhung PT team against the Argenti half, going for the defense ignore, and then for the second half, we're not going for the Remembrance flagship. Instead, we're going for an EVERNIGHT DPS team. One thing you should keep in mind, however, is that my RMC, I have not done the newest quests yet, so my RMC still doesn't have the buffs that you would from progressing in some of the Amphoreus quest, but we do have this 3+ Memo Sprite ally damage increase, which is nice for us. All characters here are E0S0, but full character builds will be at the end. With that being said, let's just hop right into it, but real quick, if you can pull any Star Rail characters, then I have the perfect thing for you, and that's today's sponsor, lootpa.gg. You can use Lootpa to top up on your favorite games like Honkai, Star Rail, or Genshin Impact and save up to 25%, along with great value offers like the all-in-one bundle, guaranteed limited and rerun character bundles, and the limited 6,480 Oniric shards pack that lasts for the first week of the brand new version. And costs only $70 as opposed to the $100 it would in game. And between December 23rd and the 30th, you can join the Lootbar Christmas Draw event where you can get 100% off coupons and other grand rewards, where there is a guaranteed free win for the first draw, and the first purchase during the event grants double Lootbar points. If I were to buy the 3,280 Oniric shards and get double with the top-up bonus, all I have to do is enter in my UID, region, and go to top up now, and they typically arrive in less than a minute. Creators like DuckTV and Jello Impact are also collaborating with Lootbar, so they are trustworthy, and they also have thousands of positive reviews on Trustpilot. Also, new users can get 10% off, and returning users can get up to 8% off in the first week of the new version. So be sure to check out Lootbar with the link in the description. Back to the video. Alright, well then here we are on the first half with our FAINON team. Now, I'm not sure whether FAINON is the best option here for Argenti. I doubt Dot would be better as well, even though there is physical weakness, because I don't think we'd weakness break him quick enough. Other teams I could have used, I guess Mighty could have worked as well, because, you know, Trivia is available to us. We could also use Sunday, and then I suppose Luocha, I'm not sure. But, you know, might as well go ahead and go for all reliable FAINON. In Memory of Chaos, he disappointed me a bit, so, you know, I'm sure in APOC Shadow he will get his comeback, because I'm not gonna... FAINON feels like the best APOC Shadow character, similar to how Fei Xiao for a long time was the best APOC Shadow character, even if I think maybe Akron and Firefly were better than Fei Xiao in potentially Memory of Chaos. I definitely do think that she was always the queen of APOC Shadow, and I kind of feel that way for FAINON right now as well. So, you know, hoping for some big things here, although to be fair, the fact that we are into 4 target right now is not ideal, because as we've kind of established, not the best for FAINON. Anyway, we made sure to have 7 out of 6 stacks on FAINON before when we ulted, which will allow us to get 2 meteor strikes here in his ultimate, which is very useful for us. Hopefully by the final one we would have weakness broken Argenti, so we could get some very big damage into him, because until we weak his breakness, yep, nice one, until we break his weakness, I doubt we'll be doing all that much damage. 12% considering all the meteor strikes we did isn't much, so yeah, we definitely will need to go ahead and break these meteors. Hopefully this W can take care of some of them. No, always FAINON's W damage just disappoints me. I wish it did much better in AoE, just because FAINON in AoE is rough. So I say it every single time, I just wish his W did more damage into AoE. Okay, never mind, he respawned his stuff in, so I don't think this Meteor Strike is going to do all that much to him, although at least it will do decent weakness bar damage, I assume at least. Let's see. Yeah, the damage itself isn't the best, although at least it does decent weakness break, and then we will also do our big AoE attack here as well, for a bit more weakness break damage as well. Okay, not that much here, unfortunately. Okay, so it's looking like we are going to need 2 ultimates here, which is unfortunate, but oh well. Just go ahead and use our Saridra ultimate here. We do want to make sure we get as many stacks on our FAINON as we can. I'm just gonna, because Dunhung does some physical damage, I'm just gonna go ahead and weakness breaker and then skill on Saridra instead. We'll also refresh our speed buff. Now we can go ahead and use FAINON's skill, advancement with Sunday, and use the skill again. So now we have it again, and then we'll just let the dragon go for a bit more extra weakness bar break, like so. And now we can ult. We'll have 5 out of 6 stacks on our Meteor Strike. We're just going to go ahead and go for 1E basic attack and then a double Meteor Strike. this should take him down. I'd be surprised if it wouldn't. Let's see, 52% health becomes 27%, which then becomes 2%. Okay, now we just go for a Q, and there we go. We also have a few actions still left in our ult as well, which maybe will come in handy. We'll have to go ahead and see. What do I want to do here? I think I'll just go for a Q. Never mind, that's 138,000. I think I'll go for a W here. Maybe this will allow me to avoid a big attack as well. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. Okay, it seems like the Argenti is gonna do a big nuke here. I don't know what this boss fight does exactly. So the good thing is though, all the summons are off the field, which actually means we can do a lot more weakness bar damage into him. He's also gonna take a while to take his action. So I think if I go ahead and skill our PHAINON, give him an extra point towards his ultimate, then we just ult for a bit more weakness break, skill on Saridra as well, once again for a bit more, and then he's gonna double skill, so that's quite a few points here. Now we're gonna go ahead and Saridra ultimate so that we can get more of her merit, and now we can skill on Sunday, skill on PHAINON, let the dragon move first of all, like so, bit more weakness bar damage, and now we can ult on our PHAINON, use our E and hopefully weakness break him. Let's see, if not then we'll at least be able to tank his nuke. There we go, we weakness break him. Perfect. Okay, the second half is actually gearing up to be easier than the first half. We could go for a meteor strike here, which I think we will. Then we'll go ahead and go for 2 Qs, and then we will have our double meteor strike, and that should be enough to take our Genti out, at least I hope. Let's see, 43%, yeah, 43% will be enough. There we go, yep, 16%, and now 0%, so there we go. Got a score of just below 3.4k, which I will go ahead and take. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the second half. Alright then, and here we are on the second half up against the banana mech, or whatever you want to call it, the banana boss. Let's go ahead. We are using our EVERNIGHT here, as we established already. Like I said, we don't have the buffed up RMC. Actually, wait, now that I remember, oh, I have the light cone for RMC. I just never remembered to level it or equip it. I completely forgot I did that event like the last day it was out, so our RMC could actually be a bit stronger here, even though she doesn't have her final trace. This is how our stats are looking. So yeah, I also forgot to change our EVERNIGHT build around a bit, so yeah, in between not having the brand new RMC as well as forgetting to change my EVERNIGHT build and forgetting to change my RMC's light con, there's definitely a lot more extra performance we could extract from this team, but we'll try our best. I actually think that this team might be able to get a higher score than the PHAINON one did in the first half. This is just a very strong AoE team. Like I said, obviously we'll be stronger, if not for me being a bit dumb, but oh well, we'll have to just go ahead and take it. Anyway, go ahead and pop our skill here on our EVERNIGHT. We've got 33 stacks here, which is nice. Nice 651k as well, so we're already doing decent damage, and also have done some decent weakness break as well. Let's go ahead and use our ult on our Siren as well. Go ahead and slip on that ring. Now we can buff up our EVERNIGHT as well as our RMC. Get all of our ultimates back as well, which is very nice for us. I think we go ahead and probably pop the EVERNIGHT ultimate first. Actually, maybe I could have waited for Mem's advance first before doing that, but it's fine. Go ahead and pop the ult, and okay, we will get advanced as well, which is nice. So now we can go ahead and pop our skill on EVERNIGHT to get some more memorial stacks. I'm just going to go ahead and quickly pop our RMC ultimate as well. 172k. Imagine the damage we could do if we actually had the right build and the brand new trace. Anyway, nice 848k there from our EVERNIGHT as well, and that's even prior to weakness break, which is fabulous if I say so myself. Go ahead and skill as well on Hyacinth. Even though we don't really need the healing here, it will just allow us to get a bit more energy for her, which is nice. We just need like one more attack to weakness break here. We'll see if we can get that. I don't fully remember how weakness breaking works on the banana boss. I know we need to get one of those guys to 4 out of 4 stacks. the problem is, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm not 100% sure how this is working. God, that sucks. We could save so much AV if we weren't stuck on 1% right now. I mean, we're still doing okay damage, but it's not as insane as it would be if these guys were weakness broken. Then they take a lot more damage. Is that it? Okay, there we go. Okay, not too bad. We did miss out on a little bit of AV, but I suppose it could be worse. Get action forwarded as well, which is nice for us. Go ahead and pop our skill here. Actually, maybe I didn't need to do that. Actually, where was Evernight in the action order? Actually, never mind. Mem probably goes off anyway. It's fine. Go ahead and use a regular big hit here. Unfortunately, we don't have our usual one. I believe that's 1.1 million damage there. We'll see what happens after we have our ultimate up. Just how much damage we will do. Like I said, remember, this is over 100. It would be nice if we had like 530 crit damage instead of like 510 if I had my build right, but it's fine. Like I said, let's see how much we do on the ultimate hit first of all. 1.7 mil, very nice. And then once we actually get enough charge, let's see how much we go ahead and do then. I don't know, my guess, I don't know what to guess, because if I get it wrong, I'm just going to feel stupid, so I'm actually not going to guess. Maybe that's a cop-out, I don't know. Anyway, let's see, how much do we do here? We don't actually have an insane amount of stacks, but we go for 1.7 mil again, similar to the ultimate, and we will be able to take it out, take them out here. 620k there on the RMC ultimate. Yeah, they take so much damage when their weakness broken, which is nice. 770k from Cyrene as well. That's normally not how much he does. There we go, that's 213k instead. That's more like it. Go ahead and skill once again, and we'll see just how much we're able to do here. 566k, that's fine. Mem will action forward our Evernight, which is very nice for us as well, because she actually did just take her action, so some nice generation here. Go ahead and use this attack once again. Like I said, no enhanced state this time. Okay, maybe we can weakness break the banana boss sooner this time. We still have 1700 AV, and we've already done 110% of their health bar and a decent bit of the weakness bar as well. So, you know, definitely happy with the rate we are going on right now. Like I said, we're probably in for a better clear than the final one, maybe around 3.5k. That would be pretty damn nice, not gonna lie. Go ahead and alt on our Hyacinth again, refresh all of our stuff. I'm actually surprised that this MOC wasn't as weakness break favored. Actually, no, I guess this is technically the Rapper boss now that I think about it. I wonder how Rapper with Dade would be doing here. I actually think she'd probably do really well here. Boot Hill definitely wouldn't. Firefly would do probably okay, I guess. Maybe DPS Linkshot would actually do better than Firefly, I'm not sure, but this Evernight team definitely does well. I mean, the Casters team would also do well, the Remembrance flagship would do well, but you know, we used so much Casters, I figured might as well go ahead and spice it up a bit and go for Evernight instead. Then I did remember that I don't have to max out RMC, but hey, might as well make it a bit more of a challenge, why not? Nice 1.5 million there from our Evernight. Let's see, how much is Ego gonna hit for? I actually haven't been paying attention to that. Nearly 500k. On the basic attack, Cyrene hits for 105k, and then on the ultimate, she hits for 740k, and again, very nice. Okay, action forward our Evernight. How many stacks do we have here? Okay, only 18 and not enhanced. All at once we use our ultimate here. Okay, never mind, we don't get it yet, that's unlucky. Go ahead and use our skill here just so that we can scoop out as much charge as possible. Go for Hyacinth again, make sure we refresh our max HP buff so that we can deal as much damage as possible. Yeah, it feels like on this team we basically are almost always at full health, or at least like over like 5,000 health on most our characters. That's just how insane Hyacinth sustain is, and just how easy it is to stay alive on these HP scaling teams. Anyway, that's skill here, and then ultimate. This will give us a decent bit of stacks. That also deals 1.9 mil. And then we finish it off with, never mind, we don't finish it off, Mem finishes it off, but hey, we go ahead and take that, and we got a score of, oh, just about 3.5k, like I said, so perfect. There we go, nice score of 6.8k. Very happy with those clears. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the character builds and outro. Alright, well then when it comes to our character builds, we're actually not going to be showing off our casters this time. Instead we have our Evernight. Like I said, normally I'd have her on about 55% crit rate if we're playing her with RMC. I just forgot to change that. I'd also probably swap her light cone to this one, which we have on our not our Hyacinth, our castress on River, but yeah, anyway, when it comes to our builds, like I said, 7.4k max HP, 100 free speed, 67.3% crit rate, 191 crit damage. As we saw, that's about 100 to 500 crit rate to crit damage in battle. Traces maxed out, relics we are on her signature set, double crit, crit damage with crit rate, HP boots with double crit, HP with speed double crit, and then HP with crit damage because we're already overcapped on crit rate. E0, when it comes to our Hyacinth, 5k HP, over 200 speed, nearly 100 crit damage as well. Light cons we are on the How to Store light con. Traces basically maxed out, relics also on the Warrior Goddess sets. Our entire team gets a bit more extra crit damage, just making sure we hit our 200 speed as well as 5000 HP breakpoint, and then after that we try to get as much crit damage as we can. Eidolon's E0, when it comes to Cyrene, over 6k max HP, we hit the 180 threshold, hit the 50% crit rate threshold, and then get some bonus crit damage, which brings us to 104. Himiko light con, because it's the highest base HP light con I own. Traces basically fully maxed out, and then also 2p speed, just so that we can hit that 180 speed requirement, and then also on one whack that we can go 3 times in the span of 150 AV. Eidolon's E0 as well, and then finally our MC, where are you? There we go. 3k HP, 2k attack, over 160 speed, over 256 crit damage as well. Light cons S4 victory in a blink. Traces, these are maxed out, still a little bit of work to do right there. Also, like I said, we don't have this one unlocked. Relics, we are on 2p speed again, so that we can hit that 160. Penacony as well, which gives a bit extra damage to our Evernight as well, 5% extra ER to our MC. E6 at least, so you know, at least we have that. When it comes to our FAINON team, 82% crit rate, so that does become over 100 in battle, 190% crit damage, which will become over 300 in battle, 2.4k attack as well, and then base speed, because we do have Surridger's plus 20 speed boost, Fall of an Aeon, S5, Traces maxed out, signature set, double crit rate with crit damage, and then crit damage on our attack boots, because we have enough crit rate already, and then physical with speed double crit, attack with speed double crit. Eidolon's once again E0. When it comes to our Sunday, there we go. So he's slower than our FAINON's 139 when he has the speed buff up, 235 crit damage. Bronya Lightcone S1, Traces maxed out, Sacridos for that extra crit damage, and then also on Penacony so that he gets the extra ERR. Lushaka would be better, but it's fine, won't be too much of a difference. E0. Surridger 3.3k attack, 140 speed. Don't know what else is important here. Event Lightcon S5, Traces mostly maxed out. These don't really matter all that much. Relics, Sacridos again, so that we can get a bit more extra crit damage sometimes. We do actually have Lushaka on her, which is nice for us. It gives us the extra attack percent. And then finally our Dunhung PT, 3.2k attack, 142 speed. Highest base attack Lightcon I own, which is the Yanqing one. Traces basically maxed out, and then we do have him on the Shielder set, so once again gives our FAINON some extra crit damage. And then unfortunately we don't have Lushaka for him, but at least we have this so that we can get the extra ERR, and then also E0. So yeah, let me know how your runs went, what teams did you use. With that being said, also how did you find it? But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time. See ya.